You deserve a good story, and you deserve to live that good story out in your relationships. When we live from our conditioning, we don't show up in our relationships the way that we would hope to. It is hard to be the parents, partners, friends, daughters, sons, siblings, community members, leaders, and more when we react and let our triggers control us. Welcome to Pure Element 5. My name's Suzanne, and today's epiphany came from seeing that we are in the midst of a global metamorphosis, which sounds pretty, but in reality can feel excruciating. There is immense stress in all systems everywhere. If you want to create peace in your relationships and success in your organizations, you must learn how to become sovereign over the gap between stimulus and response. This is emotional intelligence, taking back control over how you respond to your loved ones, to your own internal triggers, and to the world isn't just about you. It is about leaving a legacy of love with your life, in your relationships, in your partnerships, in your community. By the end of this video, you'll learn why it's important to know your own motives. Your spiritual journey won't be all nice and fluffy. Your inner demons will come to the surface and make you feel terrible before leaving you permanently. More than anything, the world needs people who have dominion over the space between stimulus and response. In this way, you can be the power that you are. Ironically, when we are more miserly with ourselves, we are often more generous towards others. This pattern may be unconscious as we seek approval, acceptance from others while sacrificing our own needs. Understandably, this can lead to feelings of resentment or an expectation that others owe us something, whether that's time or a degree of authority over their lives, causing others to distance themselves from the burden of obligation. This unspoken contract can be challenging to acknowledge. However, it restores trust when spoken to clear the air, since most of our communication is nonverbal. Energy does not lie. It is inevitable that others pick up on our unspoken thoughts and feelings, which influences how they feel toward us. True giving is only when something is given freely, with no strings attached, when no conditions apply. Otherwise, it is not an act of giving, but an act of control, be it overt or covert. Often, those who want to prove themselves to be a good person strive to be seen as an altruist, an all-giving provider or nurturer, for fear of being a burden or perceived as self-centered. This is not a sustainable ideal to try and uphold. Unless we identify our needs in a situation and speak up on our own behalf to meet them, we become so burnt out or sick that we end up being a burden to those around us. Ultimately, it is in everyone's interest that we exercise self-care and educate those around us that everyone's needs are equal, so they will be equally considered and honored. It is through our individual choices that we will together change the unsustainable expectation that a good person gives everything and asks for nothing in return. This old, outdated thought form is completely out of balance. Equal reciprocity or no deal. The challenge is for those who overgive to stop the pattern of self-sabotage in their daily lives. This must happen in every moment and every choice. Only then will we see this ripple out like a wave of social change as unrealistic perceptions also change. Take this moment to consider how you devalue your worth, such as your time, understanding, talents, or skills. Notice what comes to mind and resolve to make a change. Make a clear commitment today to ensure your cup of self-love stays full by always checking in with yourself to see if it's a clear yes before you say yes to others. In this way, your gift is always true and your relationships always authentic. If you thought this was pure engagement, please give us a thumbs up. And if you thought it was pure poo, feel free to give us a thumbs down. It helps us create the content you want to see. The links are down below if you want to catch us on other mediums, along with a link to our website so you can download our free ebook. Until we meet again, the essence of who you truly are is pure love. Go out and connect with someone and show them the love.